I guess it's it's a pretty unique experience. You pulling on the St Helens jersey, and you'll be playing the likes of Wigan and Warrington. Then you sat in the Exiles team room, and you got Brett Finch to one side and Brett Hodgson on the other.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a topic that's it's always been brought up a couple of times in forums and that, and yeah, it's they'll be thinking the same too. We've done that back home, like Finchie's done it in Origin, and I've done it with in international level, where you just have to, at the end of the day, you're just worried about the team that you're playing for and what badge is on your chest. And it's going to be an exciting thing, especially back playing with Finchie again after playing with him at the Roosters and a few other boys.
Yeah, it's always exciting, to play these sort of matches. It just gives you the opportunity to test yourself and to see where you are, and it's no higher level than playing against the best in the country. So, but apart from the team, it's a pretty solid team, and a team's always solid on paper. It's just we've got to go out there and put it together on game day.
You get to tackle some of your Saints teammates as well, who are going to be playing for England.
I think that's the whole good thing about it. It's fun. It's you play against your teammates, and it's hard because you know what they do, and they're strong bits of their games and whatnot. But like I say, it's always a challenge.
I believe you've all had some real deliberations there going on behind the scenes. Plenty of conversation over who's going to be included. Yeah. Whose cases were you kind of pushing, and which names jump off the team sheet for you?
Oh, look, I was just simply asked to name if I was coaching, what would be my squad of 30. That's what Daniel asked. He asked the same for Mike Rush. I think we got something like 27 altogether. I think we agreed on 27. At the end of the day, I said, Daniel, it's your squad. You do what you like. When we had to get it down to 22, I think we all agreed on 21. So it wasn't difficult, and I think Daniel made that pretty clear in his interview. It's sometimes squads sort of pick themselves. There's no real surprise in that squad. It's just a case of covering. If he's out, if he gets injured, if he becomes ill, who do we have ready? And that could still happen. Remember, there's a round of Super League to play yet before the Exiles game, and having been involved in Origin and International Rugby League in the past, sometimes what you think you're going to have, you don't always get because of the fact there's still another game to play. So we need to be safeguarded there. We need to make sure we've covered all bases, and and again, I repeat, ultimately I was simply advising, as Mike Rush was advising. Daniel Anderson has the final say, and that's the way it should be as a head coach.
I was just going to ask you about Rangi. Obviously, he was involved in the Exiles camp last year, life and soul, if I remember correctly, a table tennis king. What will that be like going up against him? Do you guys kind of, how do you feel about that?
Oh mate, he's made his decision, and for me personally, he's done what he thinks is best for himself. So mate, good for him, and I wish him all the best for the future. But we're just going to be focused on ourselves and trying to get ready for the coming weeks against England. So yeah, mate, all the best for him.
The Exiles side we're absolutely hell-bent on winning this game. We want to be, we want to come off that field, in front and winning that match. And that's we make no bones about that. We make no apologies about it, because these guys have a lot of pride in their performance. They take this concept very, very seriously, and they understand who they're representing and why they're representing. And they want to be part of it, and all of those things provide that motivation to go out and play well.
Do you think it's a shrewd move also to hold it here at Saints, given the fact that there's players in both teams? You've got John Wilkin in there fully.
Yeah, I think it utilises the fantastic facility that we've got. It is a world-class arena for rugby league, and being at a club that owns its own ground, I think it's good that the RFL have rewarded the club with a game and give us the opportunity to host the game and put ourselves at centre stage again. So yeah, I'm sure Sia and TP will enjoy playing against Robes and Wilco at home as it is. So yeah, wherever the game was going to be played, you'd get them matchups, and it's good for all concerned.
For you, what will that be like, watching that kind of a battle between?
Yeah, a bit nervy. I'll just have to make sure when I come out of the tunnel I turn the right way, because probably normally we turn left. I'm going to have to make sure we turn right. So that's my biggest fear, is making sure I go in the right dressing room and the right dugout.